So it's always interesting to see when somebody who is deeply beloved go from deeply hated. And I feel like it's a very common thing nowadays. Right? And I think that's very much within human nature to want to love than to want to hate real fast. But where that hatred is coming from can sometimes be very invalid or very valid, right? Or even disliking somebody. Now, in most cases, people are just going to generally dislike each other for obvious reasons, or like each other for said obvious, no, maybe different reasons, right? But it's always interesting to see with a content creator, especially within a small span of time. What am I talking about? I'm talking about PirateSoftware. If you don't know who PirateSoftware is, or Door, right? That's his actual real name. He's a guy who used to be a sort of I think a developer or worked with Blizzard back in the day. That actually was the Blizzard developer, and was sort of the main reference of that one star a South Park episode where they did World of Warcraft. That fat guy. That's actually Thor's father, believe it or not. Which is pretty cool. But I've watched a bit of Thor stuff in the past. I've sat down there, watched his stuff, watched his clips. Mostly his clips. His clips really got popular. And I wouldn't deny that he kind of helped me get started streaming. So it's pretty funny. The moment I started streaming, a lot of drama just started to happen. I find it very ironic, right? And I think it's because, and what is this drama? Well, he's a big World of Warcraft player, right? He's a big time World of Warcraft player. Now, I'm not into World of Warcraft. My brother is, so he probably understands a lot of what they're saying, but obviously he's not here right now, so I can't use him as the reference point. So I watch try to watch a bunch of videos, or at least around the drama, and try to condense it in this video. From the general gist, he was in his World of Warcraft group, played a hardcore mode, which just like in Minecraft hardcore. Like wow, what's wrong with me? Um, you mainly if you character dies, you die with it. Yada yada yada. Well, the way he act. Well, apparently during that whole session of the game, mind you, it's all live. This isn't in private. This is all happening in real time. Um, Door does something you're not supposed to do, and I think you're not supposed to do in any game unless you're like having friendly banter. You never run away from your friend when they're in danger. You at least stick it out for them, and at least if your friend's gonna die, just die with them, right? You can apply that in real life. And this led into a whole heap of trouble with a lot of the World of Warcraft players, saying that what he did was wrong and he should have really did his best to help. Thor more or less acted very smug and unhumble, and I think that's one why he's getting so much crap by a lot of people, because the way he's acting, right, compared to how he acted on stream. And really, I think this video is not really about the whole drama, which I just did cover. It's more about just being sincere who you are and knowing to be humble and knowing to, hey, I fucked up. Maybe I should not do that. Right? And it's true. It's very, very true. Because, like, the way he did everything is wrong on his end. Like, even if you feel like you should be the head of the clan or whatever, or at least in that particular moment, if someone else is, let them be. Especially if they're new and they're young and they're unexperienced, it is better to give them that opportunity, especially in sometimes harder situations, so they can learn to be a better leader. And as somebody who quote unquote has experience, you should always help. That happens a lot in real life where somebody new and young comes in, and a lot of the old timers do their best to help them. Or what really happens in a lot of the cases, they just don't help them and let them fail, which never works out for anybody and always ends badly. And I think in this case, this is what happened, and it's just a massive backlash and a blowback on top of that. Somebody who is viewed as a wholesome, up, caring, generally nice, nerdy guy is now viewed as a smug asshole who thinks he's better than everybody and won't simply just apologize and realize his mistake. Especially given that a lot of people do think now he's more of a industry plant. But I could kind of see that. I could kind of see that. Right. But ultimately, if you're just an asshole in real life and you're trying to put on a disguise of a wholesome, nice guy, a lot of the time it would ultimately backfire. Just like with any streamer in real life. It's why I try to do my best to be sincere and honest whether it be in real life or in my streams or in my video. And being sincere is highly important. And that's really what I'm trying to get around. That if Dora was just sincere through and through, people would be like, he's an asshole. What do you expect? It's messed up, but it is what it is. And maybe over a period of time, he could learn to be less of that kind of person, even if he fakes it. And I think Chet Logic said, maybe that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to fake it as long as he can before it was revealed. And I think it happened now. Now, I know he's been streaming and making shorts for the last year or two. I've known about him for a year. And I can't deny I did like a lot of it. But there was always this underlying feeling of smugness and superiority that was very clear in him. And I and that's why it's always when I was watching his stream, I felt like you're kind of like an asshole, and you just don't want to say it, or you're hiding that you're an asshole. And just that is the case with a lot of these people. That's what I just said. It's always better to try to be sincere of who you are, no matter what, especially as a streamer or content creator, because eventually it will come out. And I think this drama is showing to everybody that, like, hey, this person may be acting nice, but he may not be nice in real life, or maybe he's not nice in general, or maybe he's nice, but he has a very superior complex. That when his pride is hurt, he won't apologize or do something offhanded, or when someone else takes command when he feels like he should, and especially in that whole clip that's circling around, it's very obvious, and other people going on top of him. Now maybe this won't last long, right? Because a lot of other drama is happening, but it is clear that we're witnessing his love to hatred in real time happening so fast within a short period of time. Will he recover? Probably, but at the same time, until he apologizes and just be more humble, I don't think anything is gonna come. I don't think he's gonna change unless he's forced to, or at least he recognizes it. And as always, just be sincere of who you are. You're always gonna change, but as long as you're sincere, that change is gonna be more genuine. Or if you have to fake it to make it, just be honest about it. Just say like, I faked it early on, and here I am, and people will understand that. Till then, y'all, have a good one, be safe, and God bless.